Thank you, David. Okay, tonight I'm going to go over what happened in the markets last year, and then I'm going to look at what impacted the markets, and namely, I think it's been this battle between two different paths of monetary policy. I'm calling it the Great Escape versus jumping the shark. I also think China and oil played a vital role, and finally I'm going to end off with some ideas on what I'm calling a battle plan, which is some ideas for investment strategy. So now looking at the markets last year, you can see the S&P 500 was up just over 1% last year. TSX was down 8%, but there was a lot of volatility in the market during the year. And in fact, we saw the market sell off near the end of the year and then rally again. And then early this year, we saw markets sell off again. At one time, markets were off 10% in mid-February, only to more than recover all of those losses. So a lot of volatility in the equity markets in North America. Same in the international markets. You can see Europe, Japan, and China all added about 10% return last year. But again, a lot of volatility, in particular in China. These markets sold off in the second half of last year. They have continued to be weak this year with all three of these markets in negative territory. Looking at the bond yields, these are 10-year bonds in the US and Canada. Again, second half of last year, we saw bond yields trend lower, and they've continued to trend lower into this year. And then finally, oil and the Canadian dollar. You can see this very tight correlation with oil. Oil came down from over $90 to under $30, and the Canadian dollar followed it lower. Oil hit a low in February and is now retraced 50% or gone up 50% from its lows, and the Canadian dollar has followed.